Hello, this is Wayne Kurtz, your Chief Goals Officer. I wanted to provide you an update of some of the various things that are happening with Chief Goals Officer, some of the programs that we're offering to individuals and also to the corporate marketplace, and also a couple tips for you to consider that we kind of go through in some of our workshops and also some of the presentations. Feel free to go to www.chiefgoalsofficer.com for more information. There's actually a couple free downloads you can get in terms of some tips and things to consider as you're heading down that path towards goal setting. But one of the things that we've been spending a lot of time on is taking a lot of the tools and techniques that were in the book, the Never Say I Wish I Had, and rolling it out into a corporate training program in a little bit more depth, making sure that if you've got a team of people at your company or your organization or whatever, nonprofit, and you want to see if you can get people thinking more about business goals and personal goals jointly, we've rolled out a new program that kind of goes through that in a lot more detail than kind of the book. So something you might want to consider. If you're interested, please let me know. A couple other things that I've kind of highlighted, which we'll be rolling out. We will have a 3 CD set coming out on the Chief Goals Officer program for those of you who want to reiterate some of the key concepts and have them in your car as kind of a learning tool. Those will be coming shortly. I will also have them as an MP3 as well if you wanted to download, because there is a fair amount of information, and it is important, if you've not heard me talk, to make sure you get the 2 or 3 key ingredients to making sure that it is effective and worthwhile. The other thing that I have rolled out is I've rolled out a program for individuals who need some help on accountability. And it's very different. This is not life coaching. This is, I'll say, a little bit more in your face to make sure that people actually be accountable for their goals. And I've put together a very aggressive program toward this, and I've built it on a model that just to kind of cover my time, that I am in the game as well to make sure that you get toward your goals. And I've built it as a platform for cost purposes, that if you're not achieving goals, then I'm not getting paid. And my whole goal of this is to make sure people do become accountable for them. So check that out as well. If you're interested, you can check out the website or Wayne at chiefgoalsofficer.com. And a couple tips for the day. Many people, and again, I mentioned it in the book, ask me a few questions all the time. How do you get everything done? How do you get the time? You're traveling, you're going various places, and we all have many challenges, and I have friends that are busier than I am, of course. The two I guess key tips for the week to consider. Number 1, and it's basic. Take out one of if you bought the I Wish I Had cards or just an index card, and on that card, write down specifically 2 things that you're going to do differently in terms of time management. The one I would suggest is take 2 days this week or next week. Put it in your calendar. No TV. And I know everyone says, well, I don't watch TV, and Wayne, I don't watch TV. We all do. You turn the TV on in the morning, even if you're not focusing on it, or in the evening, it's in that background. No TV for 2 days. Do something a little more productive, right? You've got plenty of ideas, and especially on your goal list. That's number 1. Not a big challenge, not a big goal, but think of that one. The second is email. And I talk about this in the book, Email Jail. We all know what it is. And the example is, you get an email and it says, would you have an opportunity to speak over the phone? And then you respond back, or it goes back and forth. Yes, I'm available these days. When you do your emails this week, if you're trying to coordinate to get out of email jail, phone tag jail, when you respond back, put a specific date, time, and time zone on there. When you're going to talk to friend, family member, business associate, whatever else. It will save you significant amounts of time. Every 10 minutes that you go back and forth with these emails, put down a time, a date, how you're going to do it, what the phone number is, what the call-in number is, and various options so they can pick it, so it eliminates this back and forth mentality. I think that's the one the most, and especially the phone tag. I think that the rule of if someone just calling out of the blue and trying to get someone is so difficult today, do it with an email with a specific time and date. Those are kind of 2 tips to consider. No TV, get out of the email jail, and how about one day this week, only check your email if you're a diehard crackberry and you're looking at the machine constantly throughout the day, which I'm guilty of it as well. Break it down to looking at your email. So let's start one day, 4 times for the day. That's it. That sounds, for some of you might not look that much, but for a lot of people, and depending upon what business or whatever your passions are, you get addicted to going back and forth and back and forth. So that would be one other one. Try to eliminate it down to 4 times a day, only check an email. You'll save some time. Hope these were helpful. Check out chiefgoalsofficer.com. We've got a lot more tools coming out throughout the next 6 months. And happy goal setting, and make sure you tell everyone, because you need to be accountable for them, right? Or it's not worthwhile at the end. Thanks. Have a great day.